So Rick Barry playing hurt tonight with his sore throat, but he'll still be offering you the analysis. Best in the business at doing that, so bear with us and with Rick. We'll keep pumping this hot tea and honey to and through the night. We've got everybody's grandmother's recipe for sore throat, so we'll see how they do. Ready for the opening tip-off from Oakland. And Joe Barry Carroll stole that tip-off, and then Rush says to Bill Oakes, you're going to have to toss it again.
You know, the Warriors have been struggling lately, like 15 out of the last 20 games they lost. But George Karl had gone over the season schedule before the beginning of the season and felt that this was the period they would have the most difficulty. So he's not all that unhappy. He felt they gave away 2 games that they could have won, and had they won them, they would have been okay.
And they have an opportunity now to play 4 in a row at home. He says if he can win 3 out of 4 there. And there's Joe Barry Carroll, as Rick pointed out, getting in the offense early, trying that jumper from about 15. He missed it, but he was open for it. Scott answers for Los Angeles. Byron Scott.
That's the problem you have. You miss the shots. The Lakers controlling their off and running. They get those opportunity shots, and they have shooters like Scott that can burn you.
The transition game can be devastating for the Lakers. Coming off the screen, Chris Mullin. Byron Scott almost tipped it away. Here is Eric Sleepy Floyd, an all-star. Back to Mullin for 3. Yes, and the Golden State Warriors take the lead.
Interesting matchup with Chris Mullin going on Magic Johnson.
Chris Mullin at 6'7" gives him a little bit of height on defense. Worthy's wide open from way outside, about 19 feet away, and James Worthy makes it 4-3. Los Angeles. Golden State has beaten the Lakers here both times in previous meetings this year. Joe Barry Carroll with a jump hook, missing badly. Rebound, AC Green. Back quickly are the Warriors. And the half-court offense of Los Angeles now. Abdul-Jabbar just inside the three-point line. You know, he got his first three-pointer in his career just last week. Rod Higgins fakes Worthy, takes a 6-footer. It is 5-4 Golden State. Rod Higgins only scores about 6 points a game, has 2 already. Byron Scott uncharacteristically missing an open jumper. Mullin with the reverse, and he's fouled.
Well, that time, Bob, is a little bit of the Lakers' own medicine being returned to them as they get the good kick out by Joe Barry Carroll. Floyd with a good pass to Carroll, to Mullin, who made the nice move, seeing that Worthy had the angle on him. He stretched it out and reversed it to the other side, and has a chance for the 3-point try, which he'll probably make because he's a great free throw shooter.
Mullin has been shooting 58% from the floor the last 3 games. Prior to that, he was in a big slump, only hitting about 1 out of 3 shots the prior 6 games, but he's been scoring well the last 3. Abdul-Jabbar. How are you going to keep him out of the lane?
Well, they got him a turn to make him use his left hand, but when he shoots it like that, there's not very much you can do.
2-point Golden State lead. Eric Sleepy Floyd. He has 3 assists in this game already, by the way. Joe Barry Carroll missing again. Look at the pass to Scott from Magic Johnson.
Big key for the Lakers. They control their defensive boards. They're going to come running right at you. You've got to have good transition.
Tied at 8, 9:14 to go, first period. Bob Neal and Rick Barry with his sore throat here with you tonight from Oakland, California. Rod Higgins in the paint, has it stripped away. Scott on the break, stolen back by Floyd. Now it's 3-on-1. The only man there was Abdul-Jabbar. He defensed them and took the ball. Now it's 3-on-2 the other way. Worthy. 2-point Lakers lead. Hot and heavy action early in the ball game from Oakland, California. Mullin off the screen, but Worthy's right there. They reverse it. Going to see a lot of the passing game from Oakland tonight. They feel that may be one way they can beat the Laker defense. Joe Barry Carroll at the buzzer for 24 seconds. Shot would have counted. Oh my.
Well, how do you describe that? I mean, he had the ball in an awkward position, lost the handle, still managed to take it from behind his back and kick it out. Magic Johnson sometimes amazes me.
12-8 Los Angeles, 8:05 to go first quarter. Johnson missed 2 games. He has a sore Achilles tendon, and we got a foul inside away from the ball. And it's on Abdul-Jabbar. Second team foul. That's the first one on Abdul-Jabbar. And there's Pat Riley, Mr. Gentleman's Quarterly. By the way, when we have a shot of George Karl later, you'll see probably that he's joining the Well-Dressed Coaches League. Joe Barry Carroll with his first basket of the night. 2-point Lakers lead. Now this is what Golden State wants to see. The Lakers in the half-court game. They are not nearly as effective here. Foul away from the ball, and it's going. Actually, it was on Joe Barry Carroll. He defensed Abdul-Jabbar. His first. Last time these two teams played, Abdul-Jabbar had his season high 30 points, but Joe Barry Carroll had 24. Worthy's open over Smith. Mullen has Smith down low, but the Lakers are back. Nice feed.
Warriors playing much more of an up-tempo than I had expected, Bob. They're taking every break opportunity that is presented to them, and they're really doing a job of staying with the Lakers. But that's like playing with fire. Eventually, you're going to get burned.
Spin move. Johnson had to change his shot. Byron Scott stole it from Joe Barry Carroll. A.C. Green with the offensive rebound. He had 9 rebounds for a team high last time these two squads met. Matter of fact, he had 9 rebounds in the loss to Utah and no points. Mullen, that was inside the three-point line. It's still tied at 14. Back to Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar takes his time getting down court. That's by design to rest his 18th season weary legs. We have a timeout charged to the Golden State Warriors. 6 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We're knotted at 14.
A.C. Green, the right center of your screen down below, but good ball movement on the Warriors' part. He gets caught in between. His man is on the baseline, but he has to try to look to help, and then he goes to recover to his man, Larry Smith, a little bit too late, but the Warriors moved the ball very well.
Larry Smith playing, by the way, tonight with a sore right toe. He missed the last game, and Purvis Short started, the captain of the team, but Purvis has been coming off the bench. By the way, Purvis Short missed 33 games with a bad knee for Golden State, and when he returned, the Golden State Warriors have not played as well as since when he was out, which is highly unusual. George Karl certainly not talking about blaming Purvis Short, but the Warriors are only 5-11 since his return from the knee injury.
Interesting story. He said he dreams at night that he's going to be in the finals with the Lakers in the Western Conference, stand next to Pat Riley when the camera's on him, and muss his hair.
Muss the moose. George Karl, by the way, has some suspenders on tonight as he joins the fashionable look of NBA coaches. We'll try to get George Karl to exhibit those for you a little later. I know you will be with bated breath until that moment. Byron Scott. Carroll could not control it. Scott gets another opportunity, and he's not going to miss more than one. He's shooting nearly 50%. Took 26 shots, did Byron Scott, last time these two teams played. Nice feed from Mullen to Larry Smith. So Smith is sneaking away from his man, A.C. Green, and he's been hit by first a pass from Higgins and that time from Mullen.
Well, they usually leave Larry Smith. He's not much of a threat, but you can't leave him alone under the basket. Even he can make those.
They reverse it to Scott. Abdul-Jabbar. The double team came too late, but Abdul-Jabbar lost the skyhook, and we've got a foul on A.C. Green. No, it's Scott. Check that it is A.C. Green.
A.C. Green with the skyhook. A.C. with the inside position. As released for the ball, he grabs the right arm of Larry Smith.
We're tied at 16. Warriors can take the lead. Mullen with a fancy pass, but the Laker defense was there, and Joe Barry Carroll never saw the ball. Stolen by Mullen. It's 3-on-2. From Sleepy Floyd. Floyd with 4 assists now, and Mullen with 10 first quarter points.
Well, this Warrior crowd is used to this team beating the Lakers. They've done it twice already this season.
Johnson into the paint. And that's the first basket of the night for Magic Johnson. He has 5 assists already, however. Tied at 18. Off the screen, Higgins. With 6, he's at his game average already. Abdul-Jabbar with the offensive rebound and basket. His 4th point. Abdul-Jabbar looking for his 752nd consecutive double-figure game. Sleepy Floyd has it banged away, and the Lakers in that great transition game. Offensive foul on Johnson.
And Pat Riley's incensed. You see Magic come down again. There's a position. Moving definitely is Chris Mullin. That should have been a block, and Pat had every reason in the world to be upset on that one. You saw him at the end of his little tirade.
4 minutes to go, first quarter.
He usually doesn't get that emotional.
Now we have an offensive foul going the other way against Joe Barry Carroll.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Laker ball tied at 20. The problem with those is then you get to hear from the coach on the other end. Ed Rush, Bill Oakes, tonight's officials. Lob to Worthy. Abdul-Jabbar can't handle it. It'll belong to the Golden State Warriors. Tied at 20 with 3:44 to go first quarter.
And those are the type of plays that Pat Riley's been upset about, mainly because the team has not been executing. They've been making those bad passes, getting those turnovers, and he feels they're a better ball club than they've been showing, even though they've won 8 out of their last 10.
Purvis Short into the lineup for Golden State now. You see the big brace on his left knee. Joe Barry Carroll with a fall away, and he just can't get him to fall early. Kept alive by Smith. Mullin thought he was fouled. It's controlled by the Lakers. Scott. You see Byron Scott open a lot. Rick, I want you to talk about that some. He had 26 shots the last time these two teams played. There's a reason for it. Joe Barry Carroll missing. Larry Smith keeping it alive. It's going to belong to Los Angeles.
Sailing over the top of the backboard.
Byron Scott seems to be open regularly in this half-court, particularly the half-court Los Angeles offense. We'll watch him, number 4, being guarded by Sleepy Floyd. As they double Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson drives. This time the foul on Golden State. And now the Lakers have called timeout. Tied at 20, 2:47 to go, first quarter. There's the man. The foul is on. At our TBS efficiency rating tonight, you see we take the positives, subtract the players' negatives to get his overall contribution view. And anything above 20 is excellent. Below 10, not so excellent. Tonight we're going to take a look at the 2 point guards, 2 of the best ones in the league, Magic Johnson and Sleepy Floyd. You see that Magic, you probably didn't see it, was up there very quickly, but Magic is 22.1 and Sleepy Floyd at 17.6. The difference, there they are again, the difference really is that Magic has more than 100 more rebounds than Sleepy Floyd, Magic being at 6'9", of course, but Sleepy Floyd has more steals, Magic has more blocks, and a little bit more of an overall contributor to his team than Sleepy Floyd.
First free throws of the game for the Lakers, and Michael Thompson is into the ball game. A big trade on their part. Could very well be the trade that helps them get to the finals in the NBA.
Michael Thompson traded on February 13th from San Antonio for Brakowski and Goodmanson and cash, an 87 first-round draft choice. They think he's worth it. Michael
Cooper also coming in to try and not let Purvis Short get off to a flying start.
Lakers by 1 with 2.5 minutes to go first quarter. Here comes that transition game.
Now this is a much faster ball club with Kareem on the bench. Michael Thompson runs the floor very well. This is a team making me very aggressive. George Karl has reason to be concerned. We'll watch the break coming here as Byron Scott leads the way. This time he sees Michael Thompson on the right wing, makes an excellent pass, and the foul at the end of the play. But the Lakers have 3 men capable of running the break for them. Byron is capable of doing it. Of course, Cooper and Magic Johnson run it exceptionally well.
And the foul on Jerome Whitehead, number 33, comes in to relieve Joe Barry Carroll at center. Of course, out of Marquette. You probably remember him from the great 1977 Final Four when Al McGuire's Marquette team won it all. Mullin with a nice baseline fake, and he gets the hoop and the foul. Chris Mullin also very important to this team in terms of offense. When he scores more than 20, this team usually wins.
Let's watch him again. He sees his man coming out, Magic Johnson, goes right by him on an excellent move, does a nice job of moving the ball around, getting the contact, and finishing the play off. Chris playing with so much more confidence than we had seen him play with last year. And as you pointed out, he's shooting the ball exceptionally well recently.
He has 13 points here in the first quarter with 2 minutes remaining. Tied at 23. Lob to Magic Johnson.
That's just an excellent pass because he had good defensive position. The ball was put perfectly over the head of Chris. Not much he can do.
Greg Ballard also in, number 5, Golden State. There's Purvis Short doing what he does best. And that's getting that jumper off.
Well, we've seen 3 excellent plays offensively because Michael Cooper was right on Short. And again, the only thing he could have done better would have been to block the shot.
It's Mullin and Short. One-touch pass from Purvis Short to Chris Mullin, and Mullin has 15.
Well, that's the way you practice it when you go out and work on your break. Don't let it hit the floor. Excellent execution. We've seen 4 outstanding offensive plays in the last minute.
And it's been Golden State's transition game that's been getting them some points here. Cooper for 3. Michael Cooper, who's 6th in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage, shows you why.
I'd still be worried if I were George Karl. They're playing a Laker type of game. They're staying with him right now. But it doesn't take long for the Lakers to explode.
Off the screen, Floyd. Jerome Whitehead hustling for the ball. Short from the baseline. Purvis Short has been in a slump of late.
Sure couldn't tell it by the last 2 shots he's taken.
That's for sure. Michael Thompson gets into the paint. He's fouled before he went. And it's going to be on Jerome Whitehead. That'll be his 2nd. And there you see the suspenders on George Karl. No suspenders for Pat Riley tonight.
Jerome Whitehead, 2nd personal. Michael Thompson, 2 shots.
Terry Teagle checks into the ball game for Golden State as Chris Mullin gets a rest.
One of the reasons this is a good trade for the Lakers is that Michael Thompson, and even the Celtic players will admit it, probably plays Kevin McHale as well as anybody in the league.
Tied at 29.
So if they were to meet in those finals, that would be a very interesting matchup.
Short driving, but it's stripped away. Captured by Teagle. Shot clock down to 9. Short. Over Cooper.
Again,
He's got 6.
Michael Cooper with a great defensive play. That was the old rainbow jumper that Purvis is known for.
For 3, it comes up short. At the end of 1, Golden State 31, Los Angeles Lakers 29.
Chris Mullin doing an excellent job against Magic Johnson thus far. You'll watch him here now defensively. He gets beat a little bit, but he recovers well with the left hand, strips the ball away. The 2nd time he's done that. And the good fast break, never touched the floor as they started passing between he and Short. And now watch Purvis Short. Michael Cooper with great defense on him, forces him to shoot it high. He shoots that rainbow jumper, and you can't do anything about that defensively, Bob.
Purvis Short, we were talking about Purvis been in a little bit of a shooting slump. He's coming off the knee injury, doesn't drive as well as he used to, and he can't free himself from the tight defense as much as he used to. But he did score 18 points and get 8 rebounds the last time these 2 teams played in Los Angeles, despite the Laker win. So Purvis does play well against Los Angeles. Doesn't everybody try to?
They sure do. And you saw both teams shooting exceptionally well in that first period.
Rebound Teagle. Kurt Rambis into the lineup for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's in at forward. Michael Thompson in at center. 2-point Golden State lead. Off the screen, Short. He gets it and he's fouled.
Purvis Short got a triple pick that time. And the Lakers did not adjust well to get out on him in time, enabling him to get the shot off. Now, George Karl knows he's got the hot hand. See the 3 picks right there. And Worthy fights off. He's late getting. Rambis tries to go over the top. He's late, and he pops it in. George Karl called a play for Purvis because he knows he's got the hot hand.
Misses at the free throw line. 33-29 Golden State. Remind you that in case you think my partner is somebody different tonight, it is Rick Barry. He has a sore throat and he's playing hurt tonight. Hang in there with us.
You know, the thing that's amazing, it's not sore, it just doesn't work.
Doing a good imitation of Marlon Brando in The Godfather. Offer me an offer I can't refuse. Second quarter action, 11 minutes to go. Golden State by 4. Nice pass to Whitehead. Jump hook won't go, but there is Ballard and then Whitehead. Ballard kept it alive. Whitehead's first basket. Michael Thompson. Got Jerome Whitehead off balance, went up, and the foul on Jerome. His third, by the way.
Third personal, number 33, Jerome Whitehead.
That's the experience of Michael Thompson. Bob. He made a good pump fake, got Whitehead coming towards him, and he initiated the contact as he went up for the shot.
Lakers are 7-2 since they picked up Michael Thompson.
You know why I don't like this, the way that the Lakers had gotten into the Laker tempo in the first period, even though they were up 31-29. In games where the opposition has been held to 108 points or less, the Warriors are 18-1, but they're only 3-28 when the teams score over 108.
35-31. Golden State leading. Teagle missing. Nice pass to Scott. He's fouled, but it won't go in. And it was Teagle who will pick up the foul.
Warrior foul, second team. First personal, number 20, Terry Teagle.
Byron Scott doesn't miss it much from the line. He's 8th in the league. 88% free throw shooter.
Byron Scott, 2.
Sellout crowd at the Oakland Coliseum for the Lakers and Golden State. Golden State hopeful making the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. A long drought here since the Rick Barry Warriors won it all back in '75. Byron Scott gets them both. 2-point Warriors lead. Warriors have Short, Ballard, Sleepy Floyd, Terry Teagle, and Jerome Whitehead in there. Now Ben McDonald is coming to the ball game for Whitehead, and that was Purvis Short. He has 10. Conclusion of tonight's game. Rick and I will be selecting the Miller Lite player of the game. Scott. Ballard rebounding. Golden State running.
Laker foul, second team foul of the period. Number 31, Kurt Rambis.
That's going to be on Kurt Rambis. Second team foul on Los Angeles. Rambis, Thompson, James Worthy up front for Los Angeles. Scott has Thompson and Rambis down there with him, but he takes it all the way and finger rolls it home.
Byron Scott.
Scott has 12. Join us at halftime. Prudential Sports Update with Charlie Neal, a feature you'll really enjoy. You may not enjoy, but you'll find it interesting on pain in the NBA. Carly Simon will give us a musical look at how you play hurt. Rick will enjoy that one tonight as he's doing the ball game hurt with his sore throat.
A little over aggressive that time, Michael Cooper against Purvis Short.
First personal, number 21.
Joe Barry Carroll back into the ball game, and now he'll be matched up against Michael Thompson. Nice feed to Ballard. Warriors by 2. Lakers could tie. Warriors had jumped out by 6 points early in this quarter. 9 minutes to go in the second. Michael Thompson.
Number 43, Michael Thompson.
It's tied at 37. Sleepy Floyd was standing on the three-point line. It'll count only as a two-pointer. Sleepy Point's first field goal of the night. He does have 4 assists, however. Stripped away from Worthy. 4-on-3. Ballard foul, can't get it to go in. And it's on Michael Cooper. Oh, excuse me, check that, Kurt Rambis.
We'll see again the Warriors coming down the floor very quickly. Ballard sees the opening and he gets hit by Rambis, who had left his feet and made the contact.
And we have Perry Moss into the ball game now for Golden State, for Sleepy Floyd.
Credit Golden State for playing some good sound defense. They've been collapsing real well. The Lakers trying to go to Worthy, who's probably their best threat in the set offense now, with Kareem on the bench and Magic, who was out. He just came back in, and they did a good job of not allowing Worthy to get off.
Worthy, Michael Thompson, and Rambis up front for the Lakers. Magic Johnson and Michael Cooper are the guards now. Teagle and Moss the guards for Golden State. 3-point Warriors lead. Shot clock to 7. Good feed to Rambis from Magic Johnson.
Now that's the kind of ball movement that Pat Riley likes. That's the Lakers that he's accustomed to seeing. They really responded well to the defensive pressure.
Off the screen, Short with a nice pass and the basket, and Purvis Short has 12 in the ball game. Lakers moving the ball very well in the half-court offense. The long range doesn't go down. Baseball pass to Teagle. Just catching that ball was difficult. Purvis Short finally misses one. It was somewhere over the rainbow. The other one was a rainbow. Michael Thompson. And the Warriors now lead by 1 with 7:10 to go in the quarter. In case you notice, Rick Barry is laying out a little bit. He's playing a little hurt tonight with a sore throat. We're resting him up for crunch time. Ballard missing, Rambis rebounding, and Purvis Short with the foul. Timeout, Golden State. 7 minutes to go in the quarter. We'll be right back to Oakland, California. There's a view from the cheap seats here at sold out Oakland Coliseum. Actually, none of the seats are cheap. This is the 7th sellout. They had only 5 last year. And the Golden State Warrior girls performing. This program authorized under rights granted by the National Basketball Association solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited. Bob Neal and Rick Barry with you tonight from Oakland. And part of Rick Barry, I should say. Rick's playing a little hurt tonight with his sore throat. He's working on the hot tee right now. As I say, we're saving him for the critical replays and analysis here tonight.
I hope you read notes well.
You can write some notes to me. I'll use them. I can read. Here's Billy Thompson in the ball game for the Lakers, getting rough underneath. Michael Thompson driving. Couldn't do anything with it. Tipped out of bounds, and Bill Oakes says it is belonging to Golden State. He changed his call. Said, you're right. What's right is right. 42-41 Golden State. 6:35 to go second quarter. Here's Perry Moss out of Northeastern. Off the double team. Joe Barry Carroll shoots anyway, but he is fouled. Abdul-Jabbar. Remind you of our NBA. We're getting into the playoff stretch run here, and we have games for you coming up Friday. Utah will be at Milwaukee. Rick and I will be there. We'll see Karl Malone and Terry Cummings, the Jazz and the Bucks. Karl Malone, the mailman. Terry Cummings out of DePaul. Game time 8:05 Eastern time. Then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls will be in Atlanta at the Omni, and Rick and I will have that ball game for you at 8:05 Eastern time.
I'm really looking forward to that ball game.
Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins, among others, 2 super teams. The Hawks really playing well of late. They've won, what is it, 3 in a row?
3 seconds.
Billy Thompson coming up short. Thompson, the rookie from Louisville. Came to the Lakers by way of Atlanta, by the way. Purvis short, nothing to do with it on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Johnson. It will belong to Golden State with 15 seconds on the shot clock. And Larry Smith in for Ballard. And speaking of the Hawks, Eddie Johnson, the former guard out of Auburn for the Hawks, was picked up out of the CBA, played for Tampa Bay, went to Seattle. So he gets another shot in the NBA. We're all happy to hear that. Lakers trail by 3. Cooper in a place to tie it right there. Quick move by Magic Johnson.
Perry Moss has no chance to guard Magic in a post-up situation.
Perry Moss only 6'2", Magic Johnson 6'9". And Perry Moss, who doesn't play much for this team, is a little out of kilter with their half-court offense, and at point guard he just threw it away. For 3. 3-on-2 break. Purvis short from Chris Mullin, and Short has 14. Jabbar fouled by Smith. 3-point conversion opportunity.
The Lakers strike so quick off of made opportunities. And here's the end of the play. You'll see the stuff and the foul by Larry Smith. It is so difficult as a player, Bob, to prevent yourself from getting caught up in a running game. It's the most fun to play as a player, and it's so difficult to keep yourself from doing it. And when you do it, you're playing into the Lakers' hands. Even though the Warriors are playing right with them now, I would be worried about what's going to happen to them if they continue to do it.
Sleepy Floyd missing from long distance. It's tied at 46. Floyd with the steal. Joe Barry Carroll battling for his offensive board. Magic Johnson taking control now. Saw it about to get out of hand, Laker-wise. Shot clock down to 9.
If a mismatch, Floyd is on Thompson, and they're not taking advantage of it.
And a foul on Sleepy Floyd coming around Michael Thompson.
Well, obviously Magic spotted it. There's the pass inside, and you see Floyd over the back of Michael Thompson committing the foul.
Sleepy Floyd's first foul in the ball game. Starting lineup in there for Golden State now. Lakers have Thompson and Abdul-Jabbar playing, and that's something else Michael Thompson can bring to the club. He can be a legitimate backup 6'10" center for Abdul-Jabbar, and he can also come in at power forward for James Worthy. One-point Golden State lead. Joe Barry Carroll struggling offensively here. Cooper missing, but the tip in by Johnson. Magic Johnson with 9 points now. And 6 assists, I might add. And the Lakers have taken a 1-point lead. Chris Mullin, he was off balance. It'll belong to Los Angeles. Golden State was machine-like in the first quarter and the first part of this quarter, but now getting a little bit out of sync. The Lakers have regained the lead. Cooper. And it's a 3-point Lakers lead. At halftime, Charlie Neal will be along with all the scores, highlights, and news around the NBA. Sleepy Floyd finding Mullin. Shot clock to 9. Mullin double-teamed and threw it right into the hands of Thompson to Johnson, who just kept it alive and knocked it out of bounds. Game getting sloppy. And the Lakers are going to try to do something about it, as will Golden State. 2:59 to go, second quarter. Lakers lead by 3.
Fast break in the fight against retinitis pigmentosa, but medical research takes time and patience. For years, the RP Foundation Fighting Blindness has led the fight to stop RP and related eye diseases from blinding hundreds of thousands of people. For information about RP research or the centers near you, call toll-free 1-800-638-2300. The RP Foundation Fighting Blindness, 1-800-638-2300.
Well, for Golden State, Joe Barry Carroll struggling so far tonight. He has only 6 points, only 2 out of 10 from the floor. But when he scores 25 or more, this club is 25-2. And the last time the Warriors and the Lakers played, Joe Barry Carroll had 24 points. He's still got plenty of time to get it tonight, but his only 2 baskets have come from inside. His turnaround jump shot game is not working tonight thus far.
The Lakers doing a good job of establishing an inside game. They almost have 2 baskets to 1 in favor of the inside game. That's 12 feet and in, and that's where you usually win. Warriors are almost evenly distributed.
Nice play by AC Green. Loose ball foul. On Larry Smith, his third. So Smith has 3. Whitehead has 3 for Golden State. And AC Green goes to the free throw line.
The Lakers number 45, AC Green. Wiley plus the penalty, 2 shots.
Purvis Short getting set to come back into the ball game for Golden State.
Number 45, Purvis Short returns for Larry Smith.
And Larry Smith's going to go take a rest with his 3 fouls. So it's Purvis Short, Sleepy Floyd, Chris Mullen, Joe Barry Carroll, and Rod Higgins.
This is probably the Warriors' best offensive ball club.
52-48. Lakers, 2:45 to go in the first half. Shot clock to 10. Lakers playing a very close defense. Magic Johnson on Sleepy Floyd. Here's Mullen for 3, but he missed. New shot clock, Joe Barry Carroll.
Shooting it flat.
Lakers were trailing by 6. They now lead by 4. Shot clock to 7. Lost out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Los Angeles Lakers.
5 seconds.
Look at Pat Riley, Bob, and the frustration and the execution on the part of the Lakers.
Only 3 seconds on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar missing at the buzzer. It'll belong to Golden State. As we talked to Pat Riley prior to this ball game, you could see that Pat is concerned, even though his team is playing well right now. They've won 8 of their last 10. He's concerned that these Lakers don't lose the edge. He's looking at that home court advantage and looking for them to be playoff tough, even though they have the best record in the NBA right now. Oh, Purvis Short. Maybe it's Rick Barry's and yours truly's presence here. Purvis played very well last time we were in Golden State.
Now, Joe Barry Carroll went for a steal, never got down the court. That's why Kareem was wide open.
Lakers by 4. Sleepy Floyd with a jump hook in the paint, an uncharacteristic shot for him. Good feed to Billy Thompson from Michael Cooper. Lakers by 6. First basket of the game for Billy Thompson. Time remaining at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen in the first half. Shot clock to 8. Floyd to Joe Barry Carroll. Blocked beautifully by Billy Thompson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They reset it to 5 seconds.
Thompson does a good job of helping on the weak side and coming in. He's got those long arms.
Floyd for 3. Big bucket for Sleepy Floyd, and it's a Lakers 3-point lead. Well, that's turning a silk purse, however that goes. And Masal's here, is that it? Never mind. Cooper inside the 3-point line.
Good smart move by the Lakers. They're going to get 2 shots. The Lakers won by taking a quick opportunity there.
25 seconds left in the quarter, 16 on the shot clock. Floyd with a tough shot. He was fouled. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. And that was on Magic Johnson, his second. Nobody in foul trouble for the Warriors. 2 players, Whitehead and Larry Smith, have 3 for Golden State. Three-point Lakers lead. Plenty of time to get off the shot they want to get. They clear the side for Magic. Loose ball foul.
The Magic may have taken it just a bit early because now the Warriors are going to get an opportunity with 5 seconds left. You'll see the good drive on the penetration. Didn't quite get it up to the left, caught the bottom of the rim, but good hustle on the rebound. He got fouled from behind.
Urban Johnson talking to the ref, agreeing with the call against Chris Mullen while the ball was in the air. Lakers thinking about that 5 seconds. They're setting up defensively here to try to stop the quick transition basket for Golden State. Joe Barry Carroll is going to have to get it in on this end. 1 second remaining in the quarter. Timeout charged to Golden State. So George Karl will set up the 1 pass, 1 shot set play, and Pat Riley will defense it. It's 60-55 Lakers with 1 second to go in the first half.
The first 1,500 kids, 14 years of age.
I guess they feel, Rick, it's important enough to get the opportunity of a shot with 1 second left to take the 20 and use it and set something up. Is it a wasted 20?
I don't think so. You get 1 to use in the half. He hadn't used it, so with 1 second to go, you may as well. Plus, you usually have a set play from the sideline in these situations so that you have an opportunity to get just that type of a shot off.
5-point Lakers lead.
I would imagine Kareem would go on the man taking the ball out of bounds to create a problem for him.
And here he comes now. Kareem at 7-2 to Floyd at 6'3". Slight size mismatch over there. Somebody will be coming off a screen. Joe Barry Carroll. And it won't fall. Joe Barry Carroll has had a nightmare half. He's now from the floor in the first half, and they'll have to get Joe Barry Carroll heated up if Golden State is to come back from the 5-point deficit at halftime.
Tab for the transportation, so don't worry about it.
That'll be great. That's even better.
Thank you very much.
Rick, could I just say hello to Gus Johnson, who's in the hospital in Akron, Ohio? Thank
I
you.
will say that too. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Nate Thurman, number 42, and he just heard Rick Barry inviting Nate to join him at the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies to present him for the Hall of Fame. A moving live moment of television here. There's a scoring. Have Scott with 12, Johnson with 11. We're underway here. And by the way, we are getting underway with the second half with Rick Barry playing hurt tonight with a touch of laryngitis, or certainly a sore throat. And he's been struggling through trying to do the best he can to talk with you as Magic Johnson just opens just the way he closed out the first half by scoring on the penetration down the lane, and it is a 7-point Lakers lead. But you know, at TBS Sports, we are always prepared when it gets into the second part of the season. And how many broadcast groups could have Bill Russell standing by just in case Rick had a sore throat? We've been joined at our broadcast table by Bill Russell. Bill, it's great to have you here.
Well, I was down in Oakland to see my dad, so I thought I'd come by and see the game and see you guys work.
Well, little did you know you were going to end up getting to work some, huh?
That was a very interesting first half.
First, as we watch the transition game with the Golden State here, what are your thoughts about that first half?
Well, I thought if the Warriors were a better passing team, they would have a big lead.
Rod Higgins.
They're playing pretty good, but they're not making the kind of passes to exploit the Laker defense.
62-59, Lakers leading, 10:45 to go, third quarter. Joe Barry Carroll also will have to get untracked offensively in the second half if Golden State can get back in it.
Well, if they pass in and get the ball back out and then go back in, he would be wide open a lot more. How you doing, Rick?
Nice to see you again, Bill.
Rick Barry and Bill Russell back together again. I can see me getting edged right off the end of my chair here.
Well, no, I've told Rick to shut up.
I've heard that before. Illegal defense warning. First of the ball game. It'll be played on the inbound side by the Lakers.
This is the first time I'm going to listen to it.
And the reason the Lakers are able to get defense so often against these a lot of teams is they have a couple of guys you have to double team. And when you double team and hold the pass up, you always set that situation up so the referees almost have to call it.
Magic Johnson in the lane, passing out to Worthy, and he circles it in. It is 64-59, and
this is the new TBS hat.
Right. I'm really dressed for the occasion.
You look like you're ready. You're in your Bay Area outfit with your heavy sweater there. We appreciate your coming in, Bill, that's for sure. 64-59 Lakers, and Joe Barry Carroll missing again. He's now 2 for 14 from the floor. Worthy.
Basically, he's not getting good shots with a guy behind him defensively and the double team. That's why he has to pass the ball out and get it back. Because if you do that, then you can break up that double team and you get an easier shot.
Biggest lead of the game for the Lakers now at 7 points. Chris Mullin, tough shot, and he misses it. Abdul-Jabbar with a defensive rebound. Byron Scott misses the layup, but he's fouled. It'll be Higgins.
First team foul of the period. 22, Higgins, second person.
Let's take a look at Byron Scott goes up. There he gets hit there, and he's still trying to make it, but it threw his timing off. Timeout, I think.
And we've got a timeout for Golden State with 9:02 to go third quarter. Lakers 66, Warriors 59. San Francisco Examiner has named the best athletes in baseball, football, and basketball in the last 100 years in the Bay Area. And you saw earlier Nate Thurman, and now here are 2 more. Rick Barry and Bill Russell. Boy, some great
and we get to sit down next to Bob Neal.
That's right.
That's the
That's
reward.
what you win. That's right. If you lose, you got to sit down next to me twice. All right, Byron Scott.
Now, one of the
at
things,
the free throw line.
One of the things the Lakers have been able to do is they've been able to change the pace this game 3 times already this game, and that's how they were able to stay in it when Magic and Kareem were sitting on the bench, and to get the lead that they have is that they've taken control of the tempo of the game.
Byron Scott with the steal and the basket.
And they could have called a foul at half court, and I thought it was a good call not calling the foul.
That
It
was
would have
Ed
been an
Rush.
advantage the other way. That's right.
Ed Rush with a good judgment play on his part, not to call that foul.
Well, the Lakers are up now 70-59 by 11. Floyd with a nice feed inside to Larry Smith.
And Larry Smith, is a forgotten man, has gotten a lot of baskets because they just haven't concentrated on him because he's not a scoring player. I think his average is only about 4 points a game.
Larry Smith also playing with a sore right toe. He didn't play in the previous game. They double team Abdul-Jabbar, stripped away by Mullin. Rebound.
Now the
Floyd.
Lakers didn't score, but they moved that ball quite well on that sequence.
Floyd for 3. Joe Barry Carroll to Mullin. And Mullin now with 17 points, his first of this half. It's a 7-point Lakers lead. Joe Barry Carroll, Abdul-Jabbar battling for the ball, stripped away. Nice defensive play. 3-on-2. Sleepy Floyd. And the Warriors have come back to a 5-point deficit. 22nd timeout for the
Now, that
Lakers.
was a great play by Sleepy Floyd, but that situation did not call for a great play. That call for a 2-on-1 fast break should have been an easy play.
Bill, Rick and I talked about this earlier. I'll tell folks again that Rick Barry has a sore throat tonight, and Bill Russell happened, fortunately for us, to be here, so he's joining us for analysis of the game. We talked about Pat Riley seemingly a little bit upset with his Lakers and the way they've been playing, even though they've been winning lately. He seems to feel that they don't quite have an edge.
And he's correct. They're not playing well tonight. It's a struggle. They're a game for good teams. You go through a period where everything's a struggle, and they're going through that. And there are little things that they have to change to get out of that slump. Although they're winning, they're still playing in a slump. They haven't played. I don't think they played that well tonight.
70-65 Lakers. Byron Scott for 3 points.
Look what I found, says James Worthy.
AC Green over Higgins. AC Green now has 5 in a game. Last game, AC Green failed to score even though he had 9 rebounds. And Sleepy Floyd gets the basket in a 3-point conversion opportunity. Purvis Short checking in for Higgins.
And that time, Bill, it required a great play by Sleepy.
Let's take another look at it, in fact. Here goes Sleepy Floyd down the middle. Gives him a fake. Goes right down the middle here. Nice shot.
Knifes through 3 people, and that was all individual effort on the part of Sleepy Floyd.
And the hardest part about that, Rick, as you know, is to make the shot after you get through all that traffic, because there are a lot of things that make you lose your concentration.
Especially a 7-footer like Kareem coming after you.
Abdul-Jabbar triple team, gets rid of it. They reverse it to Worthy. Now they're looking for Magic. He's got Floyd posted.
And loose bar. Going over the top. And he doesn't think he went over the top. Third foul.
Third.
Very important stretch here for the Warriors. They had a game that could have gotten out of hand, but they've come through with some good defensive plays and also executed well offensively.
Down by 11. They're now down by 4. Joe Barry Carroll has had a flat jump shot tonight. He's now 2 of 15 from the floor. Scott. He loves to stop and shoot.
He's got to keep shooting, though, Bob, because this team needs him, and he's not going to continue to shoot that poorly. And good offensive players will shoot their way out of a slump.
Rick, only an offensive player would say something like that. That you're going to shoot your way out of the slump. You're 2 for 20, and then you got to shoot your way out of it.
Short gets Worthy moving, and he's fouled.
Bob, that's one thing you have to know about scorers. Absolutely no conscience.
None. I've learned that about Rick.
Never heard of the word. There's the
now, here's a good fake there. And it's blocked, but he got him with the body. And he's saying, when you see a guy with his palms, something he's not going to get.
5:54 to go, third quarter. Purvis Short at the free throw line. Bob Neal with Rick Barry and Bill Russell. Rick with a sore throat tonight, and Bill happened to be here and agreed to sit down and help us with the analysis of the game. I'm having a great time working with both of you guys. Maybe we can make this a regular event.
If you got to do every game in the Bay Area.
5-point Lakers lead. Magic against Mullen. The sky hook. Short. Larry Smith is going to be called for goaltending. The ball was above the cylinder. Defensive goaltending.
Let's take another look at it and see if we can see where the ball is now. The ball's there. Yes.
Stolen by Worthy. The lead is back to 9 points. It was to 11. It dropped to 4. It's back to the Lakers by 9 with 5:15 to go in the third quarter.
And the Lakers are pulling this game away. The tempo, controlling tempo, but defensively. Good call, good play by Joe Barry Carroll. All right, Rick, he's out of his slump.
I told you, got to keep shooting. Well,
but the way that the shooters won't tell you, the way to get out of the slump is to shoot a layup.
Oh, I say that. If you're not hitting outside, try and drive.
And Joe Barry Carroll just did it. He's had 10 points, and 8 of his 10 points have come from inside tonight.
Because even if you don't, not shooting well, if you don't make the layup, you get a free throws.
That's 3 on Joe Barry Carroll. Team fouls, 3 on the Lakers, 2 for the Golden State Warriors with 4:50 to go, third quarter. Mullen playing Magic Johnson tonight. Nice defensive play by Joe Barry Carroll, but Worthy was there, and Carroll with a rebound. Purvis Short missing the layup attempt. Larry Smith with a rebound. Fans here wanted a charging foul on Magic Johnson, didn't get it. AC A.C. Green blocked it, but Larry Smith followed with the basket. And it's a 5-point Laker game. Byron Scott open again.
And the Lakers, as we all know, do that better than any team in basketball. Maybe the best team has ever done that is scoring off of made baskets. No one, I've never remember seeing anyone comes close to them.
Even your teams?
Even my teams. We were good at it, but not nowhere close to what these guys are.
Saved by Carroll. And the foul's going to be on Larry Smith.
Sleepy Floyd.
Check that. It's on Sleepy Floyd. At half court. 7-point Lakers lead, both teams with 3 team fouls.
And I see Michael Thompson out there, and he's the guy that upset the Celtics. And when I say upset, I don't mean that he upset them in the game, and that they're upset because he's a Laker now. And what a great addition he is to that team.
Absolutely. And as Rick pointed out earlier, he's the guy who can play McHale. Mullen with the loose ball but can't get the basket. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Lakers by 7. No look pass to Michael Thompson.
Again, though, Bill, this tempo is a Laker tempo. They're playing into the hands of the Lakers now.
Now, that's because the Lakers defensively have taken control of and kept control of the tempo of this game. And so they're actually dictating what's happening out here.
Getting the transition off the turnovers. Just knocked out of bounds that time.
Let's take a look at Magic Johnson here doing magic things. Look off. Michael Thompson said, look what I found. Where have you been, Magic, all my life?
Foul on Michael Thompson. That's his second. 4th team foul for the Lakers. Barry Carroll missing again. Really struggling from the floor tonight. Been a real big difference in the game. Well, they had Thompson surrounded. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. 3-point opportunity for wide open. Byron Scott, he missed it. Now Cooper has it on the reverse side.
Good defense by the Warriors. Good reaction.
Sleepy Floyd knocking it out of bounds. It'll belong to Los Angeles. Lakers call timeout. They'll have 18 seconds on the shot clock. A 9-point lead with 2:32 to go, 3rd quarter.
Now here's that good defensive play by Sleepy Floyd. If you watch Byron Scott come up from the right side, now he's up at the top of the foul line there. Now he draws the traffic. Now Sleepy Floyd anticipates and he continues on to the open man. That's good defensive play and good heads-up basketball.
Yeah, Sleepy was trying to cheat on that play, and his man was Byron Scott, who was open, and then he got the man who helped him, and that's the way you have to play good team defense.
You know, for a shot blocker, when he goes after a shot, his man is always open. And so someone has to cover for him, and that's what Sleepy Floyd was doing. That may be a reaction playing with Patrick Ewing.
The inbounds pass is blocked by Larry Smith, but they call the foul with the body, and A.C. Green will go to the line. The Lakers are leading 82-73 with 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's a good call.
If you say so, Bob.
I have Rick Barry and Bill Russell with me, and I'm the one who decides if it was a good call. You guys have to agree with me on that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we agree with you, Bob. No worry about that. No question. We agree with you.
4 fouls.
I told Rick not to say anything, and I would take care of that for you.
Rick with a sore throat tonight. Bill Russell's joined us to help with the analysis. You talk about having bench strength. You don't usually think of Bill Russell coming off the bench. Actually came out of a much more expensive seat than the one he's in now.
Oh, I don't know. Ted paid a lot for this seat.
And he is paying a lot. No wonder you're having such a good time. Lakers back to their biggest lead of the game of 11. They had led by 11, and then Golden State had cut it to 4. Teagle into the ball game, gets it to Joe Barry Carroll over the double team, and Joe Barry hits it. And Carroll now with 12.
That was a tough shot, wasn't it, Rick?
Not that difficult, but he was in there about 65 seconds, I think.
Well, see, at home, you can stay in the paint a little longer, Rick. Yeah. On the road is where they call it 2 seconds on that.
I wouldn't know about that. I never got in there.
Joe Barry Carroll blocks it away. Teagle. Off the glass by A.C. Green, but Sleepy Floyd gets it to short.
And these teams, both teams are playing pretty good defense at this stretch.
Michael Thompson. Purvis short. As Teagle out front, threw it behind him.
Good save by Sleepy Floyd.
Sleepy Floyd has been spectacular.
Now that was a great play there because he saved the loose ball. And I'll take care of it myself.
Magic Johnson driving and missing, but he was fouled by Teagle. And it's penalty now, and Magic Johnson will go to the line. And we talk about Magic Johnson. Here's another pretty good point guard. Sleepy Floyd, number 21, we'll take a look at in just a moment after the free throw here by Magic. Sleepy's not only scored 14 points, he has 6 assists.
Now this way, picks up the loose ball, he hustles over, saves it.
Trust us, he did save it.
Yeah, he did save it, trust me.
Lakers by 9, 1:11 to go, third quarter. There's that three-pick screen again for Purvis short, but they couldn't get him the ball. Shot clock to 7. Carroll banks it off the glass. Beautiful ball movement.
As a team, the Warriors, if they're going to be a real contender for a championship, they're going to have to be a better passing team as a team.
Sleepy Floyd in the jersey of Byron Scott called for the foul. For Floyd,
Byron,
that's his third.
I thought Byron tried to pump him a little bit with the elbow there when he's making his turn. But Sleepy Floyd, although he's not a large person, I don't think he'll intimidate him. Especially a guy as little as Byron Scott.
Scott at the line shooting 88% on the year. That's good enough for 8th in the NBA. Magic Johnson takes a rest, and Billy Thompson comes in for the Lakers with 47 seconds to go, third quarter.
Now Magic gets the 47 seconds here, the time between the periods, and a couple more minutes, and he'll be really refreshed.
It's important, I think, Bill, for the Warriors to come down now and get 2 good shots to 1 for the Lakers at this stage of the game. Play good defense, hopefully get 2 baskets to their none.
In order to do that, Rick, they're going to have to execute the half-court offense.
For 3.
That's not the way to do it.
I concur.
You got to execute that half-court offense and make that defensive team play defense for 15 to 20 seconds.
That's time remaining in the third quarter. Lakers by 9. Shot clock is at 10.
Good pass by A.C. Green.
That's a bad choice, I think, on Joe Barry Carroll to double team that time.
Right.
Because by doing it, he left Thompson wide open.
Michael Thompson has 14 off the bench. 4 points in the second half. Time remaining in the quarter. Swatted away by A.C. Green, and Joe Barry Carroll is there, and he's heating up some now. He has 8 points in the quarter.
No basket.
Wouldn't have counted, and the Lakers in the third quarter leading by 9. They had led by 5 at halftime. Friday night, Rick Barry and I will be in Milwaukee. I'm going to make sure that Bill Russell just happens to be hanging around too, in case Rick continues with his sore throat
You
for
will
the
not
Jazz.
find me hanging around in Milwaukee, I promise you.
Jazz and the Bucks at 8:05 Eastern time.
Especially this time of the year.
Oh, no. You know, as I was watching the first half up in the stands, I projected that they would score, the score would be like a 135 to 128, and they're about right on schedule with that.
90 to 81.
Because this is a very high-scoring game.
And we pointed out earlier that when that happens, it's to the Warriors' detriment because they don't play well when they give up a lot of points. They usually come out on the short end of it.
As a matter of fact, the Warriors are 3-28 this year when they have given up over 110 points.
And the Lakers, that's their game.
Lakers have the biggest point differential in the NBA. They're winning by 8.6 points per game, which leads the league.
Green and Magic still getting rest.
Well, they usually keep him out.
Short got Thompson airborne. He'll go to the line.
They usually keep him out the first couple of minutes of the last quarter. So he gets about almost 5 minutes.
Los Angeles.
And as you get older, Rick, that becomes a real godsend to get 5 minutes in the middle of the game to sit.
Let me check that Golden State lineup for you. Purvis Short at the free throw line, missing there. It's Short and Ballard, along with Sleepy Floyd. And let's see who else is in there. As I pick him up around the corner, Ben McDonald is checked in along with Greg Ballard. And that's the Golden State lineup.
Now, there's certain guys like Sleepy Floyd and guys like that don't really need a rest. They can play 40 minutes or 45 minutes, and they're still young. They don't know that they get tired.
Short knocks it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Lakers with 13 seconds on the shot clock. The Lakers have Michael Thompson, Billy Thompson, Michael Cooper, Green, and Byron Scott in there right now. Scott inside the three-point line.
Loose ball foul on Thompson.
On AC Green. Loose ball foul is right. And with 11:28 to go in the ball game, Lakers lead by 8. And Golden State with an opportunity to close the gap.
I thought AC Green was a big factor in the Lakers gaining an edge in that third quarter. He was really effective on the boards, played good defense, had a big role in their 4-point differential.
Well, even this game, this high scoring, the Laker defense is what kept them ahead and in the ball game.
Now there was Purvis Short driving to the basket, something he's not done very much since he came off his knee injury. 6-point Lakers. Crowd back into it at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Arena, the longest name of a building in the country. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 4. The buzzer sound. 4-second shot clock went off, and the crowd cheering the defense.
And Pat Riley says, "Okay, Magic, make sure we get a shot every time down."
Here comes 32 back into the ball game. Magic Johnson. He's not back in yet.
They got Worthy in.
Golden State can pull to within 4. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Short over Worthy. From long range, Purvis Short. He's got 20. Byron Scott missing.
Good
Big
play by
rebound by
Thompson.
Thompson, and the foul is going to be on Purvis Short.
Actually, between AC Green. Now here's a good look at it. Look what I found right here, all on the basket.
And Greg Ballard had a good shot at it, just couldn't handle it.
There's Magic back into the ball game. So it's Magic Johnson, Worthy, Billy Thompson, Michael Thompson, and Michael Cooper for the.
And AC Green, they've done such a great job on the boards, as you said, Rick. That's kept them in the game as much as anything. Plus the good defense by the Lakers, although it is a high-scoring game.
Sleepy Floyd got around Johnson, passed to McDonald, and missed. There's a no-look pass.
Well, Cooper pulled up for the three-pointer.
93-86 Warriors. Worthy. Ballard blocked it but fouled it.
And although the Warriors are hanging in there, it's tough for them because they're still playing at the Laker pace.
Well, the Warriors coming down, taking those quick shots. If they're not hitting them, that's playing right into the Lakers' hands, because that's what gives Worthy a chance to get out on the wing as he did just there. Even though he missed the free throw, they're still capitalizing on that.
And Worthy gets that one. It's 94-86. Lakers go back up by 8 with 9:24 to go. And you notice joining us here tonight, Bill Russell, as Rick Barry has a sore throat.
And I was just telling Rick, we don't need no badges.
Just happened that we looked into the stands for illegal defense is being called against the Lakers here. That basket won't count. We looked into the stands for somebody who could help us out, and we just happened to walk into the section where Bill was sitting, and it just seemed to work out. By the way, I know you're getting paid big dollars for this substitute cameo appearance here tonight. Does that come from Rick's paycheck is my answer. Do you know about that?
It's a gift from Rick to Rick from me.
Stolen by Michael Thompson.
Getting Rick to shut up
is worth it.
Yes. Oh, that's a good shot.
Billy Thompson. Timeout Golden State. You can see the disgusted timeout signal from Sleepy Floyd, and that's because the Lakers have jumped out to a 10-point lead. The Warriors had pulled to within 4. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Subscribe today to Super Sports News, and you'll read about the NBA and all the Atlanta Braves offseason news. To subscribe, send $11.95 to Super Sports News, Post Office Box 89162, Atlanta, Georgia 30312. Braves at West Palm Beach and spring training. Won't be long before the baseball season gets underway here on the Superstation. Lakers lead by 10, 8:49 to go in the ball game. Rick Barry with a sore throat tonight. Bill Russell has joined us at the broadcast booth. Teagle missing badly. Johnson almost had an assist from his back, but it was stolen by Floyd. Ballard with a layup.
And as we get down to this part of the game, it's going to become very important to execute the half-court offense. And the way the Lakers are playing, they're struggling with their half-court offense, but it is still to their advantage because of Magic Johnson. He's such a great passer.
Just like that pass right there. And Kareem really getting a long rest now, Bill.
I would expect to see Abdul-Jabbar back in soon, but now they've got the luxury of Michael Thompson. The foul on Mullen, by the way. Oh, excuse me. Check that. Purvis short. And that's what Michael Thompson can bring. You can get Abdul-Jabbar a little more rest than you might be.
And the minutes he plays, he'll play more quality minutes.
Magic Johnson already in double figures in assists, by the way, has 11 to go with his 15 points. He leads the league with 11 per game. The feed to Teagle. And the foul.
That's an excellent Barry Carroll.
I think this is the best season Joe Barry Carroll's had in his career. What do you think?
Well, this is the first time he's been in the All-Star game, and I think that this is probably going to be the first time he'll play a playoff game. So that says something.
7-point Laker lead. 8 minutes to go in the ball game.
Well, there's no guarantee they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to have to start winning some more ball games to make sure they get in there.
Down low to Thompson. They double teamed him. Purvis short saved it beautifully. Floyd misses. Offensive foul.
Now that's a difference in Floyd playing point guard. That was not a good play. He should have dished that off. Now he goes down the middle.
Oh, Magic was moving.
And that's 4 on Sleepy Floyd as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar does check back in, and we have a Laker timeout.
There's no place to go, Bill.
There's no place to go, and you don't give the referee that option of having to make that call.
And if it's okay with you two, we'll take a pause here. Is that all right? We'll be right back. Again on Sampson. Watch that one.
1 second to go.
Snapped off above the rim by Olajuwon. Stolen by Magic. No look pass. Kareem scores.
DJ baseline jumper won't go again. Look at Bird go down with the ball.
Oh, what a play.
America's game.
What a play.
It's fantastic.
Bill, here's that Purvis short good save. Looked like football players out there.
Well, these guys work hard. Now, I think that this year, in the last 2 years, there have been more guys playing hard every night than any time in the history of the league because there's so many teams.
Speaking of football players, from the 49ers, Ronnie Lott. He appreciates the contact sport. Norm Van Broecklyn once said,
he appreciates collision sport.
That's right. That was Norm Van Broecklyn's line. He said, basketball is a contact sport. Football is the collision sport. Stripped away from Michael Thompson.
That's the second time tonight that
Terry Teagle. from Floyd.
Yeah, the second time that Chris Mullin has done that play because he stopped Magic Johnson in the first half with the same kind of play.
It's down to 5 points.
3 times tonight. I guess at one time while I was out getting the coke.
What a pass from James Worthy. That, Bill, sounded like with that rasp in your throat there, you'd caught Rick's throat. I hope that doesn't happen. Stay away from him now. Don't share his teacup. Lakers 100, Warriors 93. Big possession here for Golden State with 6:40 remaining in the game, and it belongs to the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar tied up down there. Good defense. Shot clock down to 15 seconds. Stripped away by Floyd, controlled by Joe Barry Carroll. It's a 5-point Lakers lead.
And Sleepy Floyd is doing everything he can to keep his team in the game, offensively and defensively.
Crowd really into it here. There's that double team on Michael Thompson. Cooper's open. Golden State can pull to within 3. Teagle. Floyd. He's got 20. On their feet at the Oakland Coliseum. It's a 1-point ball game. 19 for Chris Mullin. Timeout, Los Angeles.
And a technical foul, I think, on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Bill told you a technical called on Abdul-Jabbar prior to the timeout.
Right now, he gets pushed here, and what they call a technical for is he jumped. See, if he didn't jump, he'd have been okay.
Not a happy man, and Floyd misses it. It would have tied the ball game. It belonged to the
Bob,
Lakers.
Rick never agrees with me.
Rick,
when I
Rick
say
has a sore throat.
the technical foul is the hardest shot in basketball. He doesn't agree with me, but
I don't think it was a difficult shot for him. Perhaps that's the disagreement. Rick with a sore throat. It's hard for him to defend himself tonight, Bill. You can have a field day. Lakers by 1. 4:51 to go in the ball game. Warriors can take the lead.
Now, where you have to be careful now is not to get over anxious and take a bad shot.
Sleepy Floyd getting it to Joe Barry Carroll. His jump hook from the baseline. The Warriors trailed by 11. They lead by 1. Larry Smith playing Magic Johnson. Knocked out of bounds by Mullin. It will belong to the Lakers with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock to 7. Scott wants a 2-man game with Abdul-Jabbar. Skyhook.
I wonder why.
What has brought Golden State back here? They trailed by 11.
Well,
defense?
They picked up the defense, but Sleepy Floyd made a lot of good plays, both offensively and defensively.
Jump ball, Magic and Mullin.
And he wouldn't let his team quit.
And Golden State starting to score inside now. They have 36 points inside, LA 24. 102-101 Lakers, 3:50 to go in the game. Magic 6'9", Mullin 6'7". Magic hit the ball, but it was controlled by Joe Barry Carroll. Sleepy Floyd. Loose ball, foul. It's going to be on Los Angeles. Basket will not count.
On Magic Johnson, I believe.
You're right, it is Magic Johnson, and that's his third. Fourth team foul on the Lakers, 3
And
on
Magic
the
is
Warriors so
asking,
far.
what'd I do? What'd I do? And the referee says, if you don't know, I'm not telling you.
And don't have to. 3.5 to go in the game. Joe Barry Carroll inside, blocked by Abdul-Jabbar, but he's fouled.
And maybe on another one on Magic, maybe.
It is on Magic. That is his fourth foul. Trying to help on Joe Barry Carroll inside. Joe Barry Carroll has 19 points, 13 in this half.
Rick, looks like he might have shot his way out of that slump.
Well,
maybe.
You can't expect him to shoot that poorly for that long.
20 points for Joe Barry Carroll. Warriors by 1. Larry Smith there to help, and he's going to foul. Bill Oakes with the call.
For the real good players, this is the best time of the game because you can decide what happens.
That's the 5th on Larry Smith, by the way, Bill. Foul before the shot. And that'll be the 5th team foul on Golden State.
I don't know about you, Bill, but it used to be the most fun for me to play at that time because it was called upon you to have to do what you know you're capable of doing, and it just seemed to have more impact, and the crowd were all pumped up. It was kind of fun to be able to quiet them down on the road and pump them up at home.
You know, because you can determine what's going to happen out there, and you can act instead of react. Much more this time of the game than any other time because there are a lot of players are waiting to see what's going to happen. And to be one of the guys that can determine what happens is just a lot of fun. Best part of the game.
18 points for Johnson, 17 assists in the game to go with 6 rebounds. 17 assists. Highest this year was 25 from Nate McMillan in the NBA. Joe Barry Carroll. Big basket. 105-104 Warriors. We're inside 3 minutes. Bottom right of your screen. 22 for Joe Barry Carroll.
Bob, I realize that this season you haven't seen very many games like this.
It must be you. You bring us the close games, and we appreciate it.
Well,
Byron Scott.
This is the kind of game I expected. That's why I came as a spectator.
I tell you what, Kareem set quite a screen on Sleepy Floyd, who picked himself off the floor on that one. That's why Byron Scott was open.
Scott has 24 now. Joe Barry Carroll's double team. Floyd for 3.
And those are the bad shots that Bill was talking about. You don't want to take that at that stage.
This situation does not call for a three-point shot.
Lakers lead by 1. Magic Johnson is fouled.
That's the kind of shot it calls for, to go in there. If you don't get the basket, at least you get the 2 free throws. And if you make 1, you still come out ahead.
That's Mullins' foul, his 3rd. Lakers by 1, 106-105, 2:15 remaining in the ball game.
Especially since you've gotten Carroll off and he's been hot inside. Why not go back to him?
Well, that's one of the things that the young point guards don't realize, that you go to the well until it runs dry. If it doesn't run dry, pick it up the next game.
Nothing but net for Magic Johnson, and the Lakers go up by 3 with 2:14 remaining. Golden State has won both previous LA this year. Shot clock to 10. They want to get it to Joe Barry Carroll. Stripped away. It'll belong to Golden State with 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Tough defense. But if the Warriors were a good passing team, they could have made 2 passes and had a real good shot, Rick.
Knocked out of bounds with 5 seconds on the shot clock. It'll belong to Golden State. They almost had Mullen for the trip shot. Joe Barry Carroll, rebound worthy. Lakers by 3.
I think that's a deception going on. Pat Riley had up 3 fingers and Magic put up 2.
I think they'll go with the 2. That's my guess. And it must have been calling his number. Big basket.
They called it. That was his number.
Now we know what 2 means.
See, Pat was calling 33 for Kareem, and Magic's calling 32 for me.
Lakers by 5 with 1 minute and 31 seconds to go in this ball game.
See, this is the difference, I think, this year than last year, is because last year they exclusively seemed to go to Kareem at the end. Magic's been doing so much more of it. He's the guy that's really carried him back here in this ball game.
10 points the Lakers have right now, 110, and you see that Golden State is 3 and 28 when that happens.
Offensive team. But I think the Lakers have found him pretty offensive tonight.
It's interesting how much difference that makes. Golden State, when they hold a team under 108, has a record, an unbelievable record of 18-1. So I mean, just a 3 or 4 point difference there late in the ball game seems to make a lot of difference.
Well, that means that there's a score from New York beat Utah and Atlanta beat Indiana. That must have been quite a game there.
The Hawks, I believe that's 4 in a row. Correct me if I'm wrong for the Atlanta Hawks.
They'll be tough when they're healthy.
We'll be seeing Atlanta versus Chicago as the Bulls win tonight. That'll be on TBS Monday night. Ball game.
Well, you would think that the Warriors are defending on their defense to win ball games. If they every time they give over 110 points, they get blown out or they lose. They have a dismal record.
The Warriors with a record of 28 and 31. That's 10 games better than they were at this point last year. But they're battling for the 7th place position in the 8th Western Conference playoff team. If you're thinking about 3-point opportunities late in the ball game, that edge decidedly goes to Los Angeles with Scott and Cooper among the top 6. And the Lakers are leading here by 5. Reminder to stay with us following tonight's game for Charlie Neal, the latest scores, and of course for our Miller Lite player of the game. Minute 22 to go. Lakers by 5. Shot clock to 10. Pick and roll. Joe Carroll misses. Shorts for the rebound. Loose ball foul on Los Angeles.
Laker foul, number 33.
It's on Abdul-Jabbar. That's his 4th foul.
Well, the Lakers played excellent defense that time, Bill, but they gave up the offensive board 2 times. Well,
Sometimes when you play defense and you're switching a lot, you will be a bad rebounding team because you can't pick up the screen outs because you're in a mismatch situation.
It requires the guards to be really alert, dropping from the weak side to try and screen off the big men if the big men go to help out.
And now Rod Higgins comes in for Chris Mullen. Interesting substitution with 1:10 to go. I guess rebounding strength.
Or defense.
Check. Purvis Short, team leader from the free throw line at 88%. Hits them both. They were big ones. 3-point Lakers lead.
And this is something you wouldn't see this time last year. Someone bringing the ball up in this situation other than Magic.
They put Higgins in for defense. They got Chris Mullen out to put Higgins on Magic.
Because he's a bigger guy that he can maybe cut off some of them passes. Good fake, but that won't work.
Here is Abdul-Jabbar with a skyhook and a big basket, and the Lakers go up by 5 with only 49 seconds. We've got a timeout, Golden State. With the game down to 49 seconds and the Lakers leading by 5, we're going to our studios in Atlanta to Charlie Neal. And there are the timeout remainings. The 20-second timeouts are gone from the Lakers. They have 2 regular timeouts left. Golden State 120 and 1 regular. We have 49 seconds left. A 5-point Lakers lead.
And I can promise you that Pat Riley hopes he doesn't have to use any of those timeouts.
Well, if you're George Karl, what do you go to right now?
Well, this much time, I try to go back inside to Joe Carroll, try to get a hoop, maybe a 3-pointer on the free throw, but I would not go to a 3-point shot yet.
And we just see that Chris Mullen has checked back into the ball game. So it's Mullen, Short, Sleepy Floyd, Larry Smith, and Joe Carroll for Golden State.
In fact, if I had a play in the repertoire, I would go to a triangle between Mullins, Joe Carroll, and Sleepy Floyd. Let's see if I get a good shot out of one of the 3.
45 seconds to go in the game. 19 on the shot clock.
I'll tell you, that was an offensive foul right there. They let go.
What a pass to Larry Smith from Sleepy Floyd. It's a 3-point game.
The important thing is they did go inside, although they got away with what might have been an offensive foul. And Rick says offensive, I believe it was, Rick.
George Karl's telling his team no fouls because they'll get the ball back.
12-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. With 4 seconds on the shot clock, Worthy loses it out of bounds. Golden State ball. And they trail by 3 with 13 seconds remaining. George Karl says, time out.
Now you have to go for a three-pointer, Rick, I think.
I would think so, yes. Of course, everybody in the building knows that now, so that makes it more difficult
except for one thing, what you might do, if you get in it quick enough and get a good shot inside and then foul them and make them have to make 2 free throws.
Exactly, because the clock stops in the NBA. If you can get a quick hitter inside, get the 2, pressure him on the defense, see if you can get a steal inbounds. The Lakers probably would call a timeout in that situation. They couldn't get it in right away. But that is another option to look for because everybody knows that their opponent will try to three-pointer to try and tie the game, but the Lakers will be ready for that defensively.
Timeouts remaining. You see Golden State is all out of regular timeouts. They do have a 20-second timeout remaining. And there's Pat Riley looking at his defensive strategy, Bill Russell.
And George Karl moving the little knobs around and see what he can come up with.
Sleepy Floyd, in case you're wondering about three-point field goals, is 42%, 61 out of 147. Mullen is only 26%, 11 out of 42. And Ballard, 13 of 33. And don't forget Purvis Short.
Now, 60 for 147. You got to have a heart to shoot that many, making that many.
They're the leaders in the league, and you see 40.2 is Cooper there, and Sleepy Floyd's at 415 in 5th place. So he's the guy you'd expect him to go to, and he'll no doubt have his hands on the ball. Let's see what our lineup is. Greg Ballard is checking into the ball game. It'll be Ballard and Short, Gilbert, Floyd and Mullen.
They have 4 players out there that can shoot the three-pointer. That's a good idea.
13 seconds to go. Sell out at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Lakers lead by 3. Joe Barry Carroll, he misses it. We have a foul. It's going to be on Golden State, and I got to ask, why do you give Joe Barry Carroll the three-point shot?
I can promise you that was not the play that George Karl diagrammed. That was not the play.
He was on the line anyway.
Yes. Even if he had made it, it would have only been 2. But that, I can promise you, that was not the play that the coach diagrammed.
Well, Joe Barry Carroll, not in defense of him, but Joe Barry Carroll has come alive here in the second half, but he has never made a three-point field goal in his career. I talked to him today, Bill, and said last week Abdul-Jabbar made the first one of his entire career, and he said, "Doesn't surprise me. I haven't had any either. I'm not supposed to make them out there."
Got to be even taking too many deep breaths that far away from the basket. If you're that big.
Scott with the nail in the coffin. Mullen from half court. And the Lakers have won for the first time this year at Golden State, 114-109. And Pat Riley had to sweat through it tonight, but he got a big win out of his Lakers, and he must feel that they came through in a real tough ball game with a long-time traditional rivalry. And I got to think that he'll feel better overall about his Lakers club after tonight's victory. Lakers 114, Warriors 109.
For the Warriors,